Hey George, welcome. We don't have anybody else here right now, so we can wait a little bit, and we can just you know chill out and then wait till maybe more people join. If not, if any questions you got, hit us with it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Uh,
Year. Yeah.
I was going to start hitting the road. I wanted to listen in to see if there was any new developments. Yeah. But all right, I'll take advantage of your time. So I see the app, the delivery app. I keep getting messages. There's a new one taking over. I have it switched over because I really like the reporting on the black one. But is there more happening on that front?
Yeah, I think that's the one of the biggest concerns that people have right now switching over to the new delivery app is that there is no reporting. We are looking at what types of reports we should add into it, whether it be custom reports or if it's specific reports that are already pre-built just to save on load and data. But yeah, that is something we're still actively looking at as to figure out what would be the best thing for everybody.
Yeah, I can see the benefits. So it's like manager, owner knowing, okay, what are our numbers today? How many pieces? If there's any messages, and I wish I could respond from it, but I get it. It's limited, but at least I know I have some messages to respond to as opposed to getting on the laptop or just when I'm on the go, just to uh, monitor the store. Um,
Well,
I
so the
like
new app,
that.
you should be able to respond inside of the app and message that way.
Okay. So that's a feature I didn't know. I just didn't want to, I know it was more delivery front primary, and I didn't want to lose those features yet, I guess. And I know it was last time it was buggy, so I just kind of waited on switching over. But I'll check it out. I can go back and forth, right? Or no?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You can go back and forth, but as soon as you move your station over to the new app, then you lose it in the other app. So then you would essentially have to start the process over of, setting up a station, doing all of that stuff with the auth code. Um,
Okay.
but you shouldn't lose anything that you currently use other than reporting, obviously. But going from the old to the new app, if anything, you should gain visibility and gain things.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it out. Yeah. I'm sure we can add photos now, right?
Yeah, yep. You can add photos at pickup and delivery if you'd like.
That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I should give it a go and see how it goes. Um, Only one
Yeah,
station is being used, so I wouldn't get billed for another station, right? Because only one of them is being used.
right. Yeah, what I
Um,
would do, or what I generally recommend, is choose like a lighter day that you have routes, and then just replace it the night before. Um, get everything set up so you can see everything and take a look at it, get familiar with everything. It's fairly intuitive where everything that is it's almost just like a facelift for the old
okay.
one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm doing things on the go all the time. Yeah, so yeah, I'll try it this Friday. One thing, I'm the main driver right now, and I'm getting ready to hire somebody. So I'm fixing, or in the old app, I just constantly get bad addresses or, just a couple of blocks away. And I have sent in an email or report for it. I didn't get any feedback back, right? Anything telling me, all right, something has been adjusted or not. I just sent in a few examples of how far of what Google Maps says and yeah, where it takes me. But that continues to happen pretty much every route. Um, and I'd like to fix that before I give this app to somebody else because they're going to have a problem with it, right?
yeah, yeah, 100%.
That is there more that I can do? Is this an isolated problem? Are you seeing some of this, a little bit of it in other businesses?
So for those ones. whenever I've seen those issues where people are saying, it's listed under this address, but if you Google that address, it's in a totally different area. Sometimes it's customer specific. I haven't ever seen it be like widespread issue, whereas Google is looking at it differently than
The
whatever
address we have.
program we're using. Yeah, I don't know what program we're using for it, but um, if it's seeing it differently, then we can update it. But that's generally what it is. It's just letting us know which individuals are having the issues, and then we can go through and check it out and update it if need be.
Which individual addresses, right?
Yeah, yeah, the customers. So if you're like, hey, the person that's at 123 Main Street is actually showing 123 First Street whenever I open up the app, what's going on with that? Or whenever I deliver, it's showing it's in a different spot or taking me to a new area. Um,
Yeah.
it's definitely
Okay.
something that is either, hey, we need to check out the address that they have listed to make sure that everything is correct at first, and then go into the database to see what the coordinates are that it's listed.
Okay. I'll make. I'll check that further. That sounds like something more I can do. Okay. That's all I got for now.
So I think you muted yourself right there at the end.
I couldn't see I'm on the yeah, I'm good for now. I don't know if I'm the only one hearing that.
River is also here, but yeah,
No questions yet.
it looks like River has a question, so
Okay.
we can jump over to her and then
Sure.
go from there.
I forgot I could just unmute myself now. I was waiting.
Oh, yeah,
But how are you? Hope you had a good new year.
yeah, doing good. Hope you did too.
Yes, thank you. I did have a question regarding patio cushion storage. I'm not sure if anyone else here does patio cushion storage. I recently found out that some other companies were making a separate account. And so it would say customer name storage. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. So I currently have a dilemma where I have some route regulars, and every time the driver goes there, it's showing the patio cushions because it's all on the same account. I'm not sure the best way to go about fixing this.
I have an idea. So let me pull open your instance real quick. But what I'm thinking is that you have there's a setting called don't show on manifest prior to due date delivery or delivery due date, something like that. Which it'll hide everything that's essentially for the future, as long as the due date is correct as for when you need it scheduled to be delivered.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Is that going to impact, if we turn that setting off, would it impact everything or just selectively?
Yeah, it would affect everything. Yeah, I guess let me see. Because I wonder if you could turn it on by a customer or if you had so typically what people do with storage is they'll have a whole new brand and then that brand they'll turn that on so that way anybody in that area or in that fall underneath those settings, they won't be affected by it.
Okay. Good to know for next year. But yeah, usually if an item is ready ahead of time, we do like to deliver it when it's ready.
Right.
So kind of, we can't really transfer because they already paid.
Mm, I'd have to pay again.
What
Yeah,
was that?
that's
I
true.
think it cut out for a second.
That's true. Yeah, sorry, Chris is saying, so you could just recreate the order under a new account, even though they already paid. You can mark that off as free.
Okay.
My internet might have just, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your video was not, it was frozen, but I could hear you say that I could just mark it as free. And so just like pick it up and then put it in so they wouldn't get charged on the separate account.
Yeah, exactly. You could just create the new accounts. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I would do like a promotion, a new one though, and I would call it like storage, right? So that way you can also track that in the promotion field and the reporting if you needed to.
True. Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Of course.
And that was my only question. So thank you.
All right. Looks like a couple of yeah, looks like a couple of guys here having issues with the network. And if you just joined, feel free to unmute yourself and say anything you like or raise your hand and we can go from there.
Hi, okay. It's Michelle from Gibson's.
Hey Michelle, what's going
So
on?
So I started having problems a couple of months ago with the credit card liability report. So what we do is we give credit cards, or it's not a gift card, not credit card, gift card liability report. We give gift cards to schools and stuff like that so they can uh, send them off in their silent auction and stuff. So we'll put them to a gift card donation account because we have to like cash it out somehow or another, right? Uh, and then when the person that has a gift card comes in, goes to use it, if we put the whole amount on to that account as redeem the credit card or gift card, I mean, what happens is, and they don't use it all up, it goes into the credit note liability. But when they come and use it later on, it says that it was paid by gift card instead of paying by credit note. So my gift card liability no longer balances
And
if I
that
don't catch it. Like I have to look up now. I have to look up every gift card redeemed to see if it is, because it takes it right out of the gift card liability. But in the gift card, in the gift cards used, so it puts it onto that customer. So it puts it onto John Smith's account as $100 credit, and it shows up in the credit note liability. Takes it out of zeroes it out of the gift card liability. But then when John Smith comes in and picks up an order and pays uses $50 of that liability or that credit to pay for what he's picked up, it shows it as a gift card redemption. But so like I have them in two different. I have my credit notes in
oh,
one liability in one GL account, and my gift cards in another GL account. Because the law here says if you pay for a gift card, we can't. We have to keep that owing to the customer until like we can't just write it off after. Obviously we could on the ones that we're giving away for free, but some are actually purchased, so we're not allowed to uh, take 5% off a month or something like that on a gift card that's been paid for. So I have to keep, for accounting purposes, I keep the two separate. But now it's becoming a real hassle. And it was working unless all of a sudden we're just getting more redeemed than we used to. I had no problems from when we switched to you until November of just this November past, and I've been busy, so I haven't had a lot of, or actually I think it happened to me in August. So for my year end, I couldn't figure out why nothing was balancing, so I just wrote it off, and then the next month it happened again and again. But for the prior 2 years, I had no problem with my gift card liability entries. Now all of a sudden I am.
and just a question, right? When they're processing the gift cards, do they have a physical gift card or
Yes.
how? Okay. And when they're running the transactions, are they paying the gift card towards the account or towards the order?
It depends. So if the customer comes in with $100 gift card and a $200 order, then they'll, or sometimes the customer will show up and drop off the order, and we don't charge the customer until they pick up. So they'll give them the gift card. The person dealing with them will go into the gift card redemption and basically put that credit on the account.
I wonder
So
I wonder if that's causing the problem why it's like finicky like that, right? So if you take the gift card and you apply it to the account, it then creates a credit note, which is then used towards a payment, right, on the account,
which
which
would be fine because I can account for that. It's the fact that
hmm
when they come in and actually use that credit, like Smart has put it into my credit card liability. I could easily, okay, move the $100 from gift cards to credit notes, and then as the credit note is used, it'll come off my credit notes. But what's happening is on the report for
hmm
so if I go into
yeah.
the financials and I go into um which credits. So the gift card, when it goes to the credits used, it then says that the credit used was a gift card, but it's put it over into the credit notes. It's not saying that it's a credit note that was used, even though it is, because Smart's half moved it.
Yeah, I think what it's doing is creating the credit note, but then it's using the original form of payment, which is why it's being identified as a gift card after the fact, after the credits are used. But I think that's more of a we'll have to look at that one because that sounds like functionality versus actual usage.
Right, because they've scanned the $100 gift card into the customer's account. They've kept the gift card. It's now going in the
Hmm.
garbage, coming back here, whatever. It's now no long and Smart saying, okay, this is now a credit note. I can do
Exactly.
that. I can, but then when they come and pay, it then turns around and says, oh, they paid by gift card, but they didn't the gift card is
It's gone.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gone.
yeah. It makes sense. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. And I think it's yeah, I think it's that the fact that the credit was created by a gift card and then the
Hmm.
original transaction type is then showing after those credits are used.
Yeah.
And that's
And
that's a
yeah. And what it should do is it should say, okay, gift card 123 is moved to this person or something like that,
yeah.
or just one way or the other. It's got to make up its mind.
No, that
And
makes sense. Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
because
Okay.
if it says, okay, now gift card was donations, this $100 credit what was owed to donations. Now this $100 gift card is owed to John Smith. And then when John Smith comes in, it then does the declining balance there, or it has to say, okay, now that I've moved it into credit notes, it's a credit note. It's 100%
Exactly.
redeemed.
Yep.
So
No, that makes
anyway,
sense. Nope, that makes sense. I gotcha. I follow. So I'll put this down now and I'll put the request in to get the dev team to take a look at it. But it is a functionality thing. Sounds like it's just like
hmm
systematic.
yeah, yeah. It just makes it that one more step I have to do to try to balance my end of month, because it seems all of a sudden a lot of people are actually using these gift cards that they're bidding for or maybe in the past they were getting them as door prizes, and now that they're actually bidding for them, they want their money back.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'll have them take a look at it and then I can get you updated. Either myself or Mike will probably reach out to you.
Okay, sounds good. Because I can probably find some of those examples to show you. I just figured I'd mention it in this meeting, see if anyone else has noticed that. Maybe we're the only ones that are doing it the way we're doing it.
Yeah, it's the first time I've heard it, so I haven't heard anyone else bring it up yet, but we just came back from vacation, so I know a lot of people are just catching up
Yeah.
on stuff that they've been not catch
Well,
caught up on.
yeah. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
it's been going on for a while, but maybe I'm the only one or I'm one of the few people that actually try to balance them and also gives them away as
Yep.
donations. So that could be part of the reason. Some people might just take the figures. And maybe if you just sort of mesh all the figures together as one figure, it all balances. But because we have to keep it separate because of legal
Yeah.
liability, um, that's why I separate them. So, okay, that was my question.
Perfect. All right, sounds good. All
Hi,
right.
my name is Erica Garcia. May I ask a question?
Yeah, hey Erica.
Hi, I am very new to Smart. I just purchased a business who was using this system, and I requested that new instance for myself. I have a very simple question. Will I be able to migrate all the QR codes that were already in use by the former owner to my new instance? Or I will need to relabel all the clothes.
You should be able to, so once you get assigned a project manager, they'll go through everything that will transfer and what won't transfer. Most of the time, the only thing that doesn't transfer is just a history, but
Okay.
but everything else will come over with it. So all of your labels you won't have to redo unless if they are a specific type. But since it's from smart to smart, you should be good.
Perfect. I knew I was going to have a meeting with someone else, but I saw this opportunity. I just wanted to be reassured about that because I didn't want to label all the clothes again.
Oh yeah, no, you should be good.
All right, perfect. That was my question. Thank you.
So for those who have seen it, have you been able to go through the most recent announcement of all the uh, new things that were kind of added or updated within Smart. I know that we posted a fairly long announcement list of things in the lower left-hand side under the announcements area. I was wondering if anybody had any questions about those things or had a chance to look through it because I know that there are a couple cool little features that were brought in. One that's most notably loved by everybody here was the bulk delete button, to where you don't need to go through and individually delete items. You can go through and just hit force delete, and then it would delete the whole order, everything, all in one click.
Noticed that. That was cool.
Yeah, it's something everybody here at least has been asking for it, for the amount of times that we're either doing testing or creating large orders to, make sure everything's working properly.
What is the increased maximum weight limit for wash and fold orders? Well, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but was that a problem?
Yeah, actually. So there were a couple companies that did wholesale wash and fold, and they were doing something or other more than like 1,500 pounds or something like that. And our limit was, I don't know, I want to say it was like 1,000 or something, or 999 pounds. And so we just increased that so that way, those companies could only use one order rather than have, three separate orders for the same amount.
Cool. I like it. Any any more any more word on making the wash and fold look for the consumer just a little more consumer friendly, um, dollars and or not or
Oh, having
poundage
pounds,
instead of
having
dollars or
ye-
numbers, so they don't have to
ye-
calculate what they have left. And one more extra that a customer asked, when they're about to hit their limit, if they can get a warning. I know that's kind of, a little more detailed, but yeah, they were just shocked how fast they can go over their limit when they reach their subscription limit.
yeah. So the first part where to have better detailed, I guess the first place that you'd see it would be an invoice, where it says like 10 pieces, but it was actually 10 pounds. Yeah, we are looking at the best way to change that, and also we're looking at making like we want to make the change so it's not just okay, here's pounds, because we know as soon as we give pounds, it's gonna be, well, can we do this, and this, to make sure that we kind of cover all the areas that people want to charge for. As in, like the newest one that came across was time. People want to be able to charge by time for their people that do alterations, their tailors. So that's another thing that we are looking at
Wow.
adding in. Um,
That's wow.
yeah. So yeah, we are looking at that, and that's a very highly requested thing. And then your other one was, shoot, I already forgot it. What was your second part?
Sorry. Kind of like a heads up, like you're
Oh,
about to hit your limit and either hold back or wait, right? Or be prepared to pay regular price.
yeah, no, I think we don't have anything like that, but I think that is an interesting addition that we should look into adding. Um,
Is that, yeah, I don't know. I can't
yeah, I don't think that's
figure how
actually been
that can
requested.
work. Yeah, just a couple, yeah, like maybe like two, and it makes sense. They were, they really went over, and they were shocked. They weren't paying attention, and they're like, "Well, you have my card on file." It was they were blaming me for just bad business practice to just charge when I can, right? But I said, "Well, I didn't tell you how much laundry to put out, and we're not going to check every time to make sure you're okay with it." But I get it.
Right.
Maybe some kind of heads up. Or so then that goes back to the understanding on the customer portal that I can refer them to. Just go and look at that, right? Don't necessarily wait for a message, but just be aware where you are at in your usage. And I think right now it just looks
I believe it
a
does
little
show on the
off.
customer portal.
Subscription.
But I think the part that might confuse them is that it's only showing ones that are completed already. Um, not as in ones that are in progress, which might, throw them off if it's, um, they send in stuff on Tuesday and they're expecting you to pick up and drop off stuff for Thursday. Well, turns out that's going to raise their bag count by four or something by the next week. So then they're going to be over by two, whatever it is,
Yeah,
come whenever they go to deliver, and then they're giving more because
yeah,
what they're paying attention to. But I would have to take a look to see if that is exactly how it works. My expectation
yeah.
is that it works based off of once it's been delivered, it counts it on the customer portal, but
But they don't.
I guess
Yeah,
it could be
sometimes
based off ready.
because I do it by weight, not by bags, and so they don't even know how much it's gonna weigh, but they have some idea, you know. And it sounds like everybody on Smart is primarily using by bag, right? Or would you say, or is it poundage?
Um, I've been seeing people do by bags or by
Pound.
amount, as in
Yeah.
by how much it's going to cost. So they'll say, you pay me $120, you get the first 100 and whatever the equivalent is, however they want to
Yeah.
quantify it. But
Yeah.
they said, sure, we'll do $120 free wash and fold. So some people have done poundage bags or price.
Yeah, I'm doing by the pound just to keep it fair and so they can know, hey, I'm not charging more. It's just whatever you send in, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and in the bag situation, they're either overstuffing it or understuffing, and then they feel cheated that, for 5 pounds, they just got charged a whole nother bag. you know, uh,
Right.
yeah.
So it sounds like your subscriptions are kind of, or at least this one that you're running is you're getting some pushback on constantly, or
Just,
uh
no, just more, I just want to direct them to take a look at something or just so they more transparency, I guess, so that or more understanding on their part. Uh, Sometimes they don't know exactly how much laundry, and they can get out of hand when they just keep sending it in. Um, yeah, yeah, just somewhere I'm going to direct them. I'm going to look at the customer portal again and kind of see
yeah,
what that
it
looks
should be under
like.
managed subscription because then they can also cancel it from that portal too. They should be able to see everything there.
Okay, I'll take a closer look. It's not a big problem. It's just one of just it made sense to like get a warning like, hey, you're about to go over. They see that kind of service for many other services, so now
Yeah,
they
I
want
mean,
it from us because we're high tech. And I was gonna say we're off. You guys are amazing. Smart's great. You guys are offering so many different services to every cleaner, and we're not all the same. We all have different uh, things. I don't do any gift cards like that lady was saying, and cushion storage. Those all sound like very different businesses than mine, But yeah,
yeah,
I get it. You guys do a lot.
I mean, to your point that other businesses do it, we even do that. If you guys use too many stations one month, we send you a notification that says, "Hey, it looks like you've used too many stations or
Yeah,
you've used one
yeah,
extra station," just letting you know that if
good.
you do this again, your bill is going to go up. So
Yeah,
yeah, no, I think we should implement that for all of our companies as well. Yeah.
cool. I'll follow up on that.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
I'll ask you about it next week or something. All right, I
Yeah. I
gotta
don't know
go.
if it'll get done in a week, but we'll push it.
We'll push it. Okay, thank you guys. All right.
Uh, Of course. Yeah.
So I have another question.
Yeah. Sure.
Uh, because we're trying to like watch our costs like everyone else. So we noticed that on the new app, once we get it working for the new delivery app, that you can take the pictures, right? And you can do that you can turn that on per customer. So we don't want to send it to everyone. We don't want to send it to everyone. So what I was wondering, so when we deliver something, the customer gets a text saying, we've dropped off your order, blah, blah, blah. And that's great. Uh, and then there'll be some that we might want to turn the picture on if we're having an issue for them. But can we still take that picture, even if it's not turned on, and then send it manually to the customer if there's an issue after the fact?
No. So you can take the picture and not send delivery notifications, sure. But sending the picture, so it kind of goes back to the original thing with Smart of struggling with pictures and images, is we don't have a form to send it to the customers after the fact, even with detailing. With detailing pictures, there's no way that you can download the image or print the image and send it or email it even. You can, there's just not a way to do it. So I think it's just something that we really need to address, and it's so way you have that functionality whenever you need to either not necessarily prove to your customer, but at least show them proof that, hey, I did drop it off, and this is the door that I dropped it off at. You can see, things like that.
So can we see that? Can we take that picture and see it? But because like there's the option to send the delivery receipt with the picture
Mhm.
in the new app,
Yep.
or just send the delivery receipt without a picture so can we send the delivery, can we take the picture
Mhm.
but only send the one without the delivery receipt without the picture?
So I guess I'll explain it this way. The ways to get the picture to go are you have to have delivery completion message turned on,
Mm-hmm.
which is a global setting.
Right.
And then the driver has to take the picture and hit the complete button. If all three of those things are not done, then it is so realistically, you can have delivery completion messages turned off globally. They can still take the picture, and you'll be able to see it in the route history. But if you have delivery completion turned on, then they are going to get the message every time that the driver takes a picture.
Okay. Because because on the customer level, you can choose which type of, let me get into the communication templates. So pickup reminder, deliver. So pickup and delivery completed. We have that turned on. And then there's pickup and delivery completed with photo, which is also turned on, but we haven't been doing it. And then there's another pickup. There's the text. Okay. Sorry. One's email, one's text. So I have pickup and delivery completed with photo turned off. But
Mm-hmm.
if the driver was to go take the picture, hit complete and we have photo turned off, would we be able to see that photo on their phone or somewhere, or where would but the customer would get the notification that has been complete without the photo?
Yeah, yep, that's correct. At least the way that I'm viewing it, I think we're viewing it in the same light. If you have this turned off, but yet you have delivery completion messages turned on, it's still going to send the delivery completion, but it's just not going to contain the photo version. But
Okay.
that photo is going to be saved, and it'll be in the route history. So you just go to the individual customer, go to their route tab, and then you click on the stop, similar to how you would view the pin or the geo pin where it was dropped off. It would show the photo right up above that.
Okay, so we'd go into del, would we go into the customer specific, or would we go to
Yeah.
the, okay, so if I
So
go
if you're to look
to,
up, John Smith or whoever, and then you click on their actual route, the pickup tab, I should say, not the route tab, but the pickup tab where stop history is, and then you select the day that you're curious about. It'll show in the lower left-hand side.
okay, so here right now I'm looking at one and it's showing the time. It shows what the message was. Actually, I've never looked at it. 2 bags. It tells me 2 bags delivered. So in here, so I could technically take a screenshot of the picture. If I clicked on the picture, I'd be able to take a screenshot of it to show the customer or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I wouldn't be able to like resend the picture, but I'd be able to take a picture of this screen and send it to them showing the picture.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. It just, don't know how many segments a picture takes when sending through Twilio. But like if we were to send the picture to every one of our customers, then that could potentially triple our monthly bill, which is a lot of money if we start. Yeah. Do you know how many segments a picture takes on Twilio?
Yeah. It's just one segment.
Okay, so that's not too bad. All right. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, there's just not an easy way to send a picture. Most people, as soon as we give them the answer of you can take a screenshot of it and then send the picture of the screenshot. Usually is not a well received, I should say.
Well, yeah, it's not the easiest way, but at least it gives us some sort of backup versus having
Right.
to like I said, well, even still, like if we do 100 calls a day and over a month, and each one of those completed messages has an extra segment in it, that would end up costing us a fair amount of money. So, and if we could just turn on, like, say, the people that we rarely go to or people we have problems to, because I've seen where it can be turned on under the individual too. So sending the photos. So because originally you didn't have that option. It wasn't on the customer level. It was only on the company level. Either you
Right.
sent it or you didn't send it. Now it's
Right.
on a customer level. So, all right, that's what I needed to know. That was one less thing I have to test.
Right. Right. Yep.
All right, thanks a lot.
Of course, not a problem. All right. Well, I guess, does anybody have any other questions, or think we're all good here? All right. Well, I guess we can wrap up a little bit early, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the week, and Happy New Year.
New Year. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Of course, you too.
Bye bye.